glance, this wonderful painting is puzzling. Who are these men, and what is absorbing their attention? In fact, this is a piece cut from the right-hand side of a diptych or two-paneled folding altarpiece. Small personal altarpieces were very popular at this time. One panel showed the donor or commissioner kneeling in prayer. The saint for whom the donor was named would also be depicted. The other panel portrayed the object of their devotion, usually Mary and the Christ child. The donor in this painting is the man nearest to us. He must have been named John because his patron saint behind him is John the Baptist. Notice the saint's long hair, beard, and coarse garments, reminding us of the time he spent in the wilderness. The painting is by the great Flemish artist Hugo van der Moos. Hugo skillfully suggests larger ideas through small nuances. Curator Joni Spicer talks about the donor's face.
We have a sense of his interior state. And if you look very closely, you will see that John's left eyebrow is raised. Sometimes you do that when you're thinking. Also, you'll notice that his brow is furrowed. Well, we do that when we're deep in thought. The mouth is ever so slightly out of line, so that we can feel that he's sort of moving his mouth as he's thinking. Hugo is really the first artist ever to do that. It's something that we may take for granted today.
Your conservator outlined fascinating discoveries about the panel. Walters bought this painting in the early 20th century. It had been reworked to give the appearance of a picture complete in itself. The donor's praying hands and the corner of a window at the top had been overpainted. Restoration done in the 1930s exposed these parts, revealing that the panel was a fragment of something larger. This restoration wiped away 19th century additions, but it also left many places where the paint was scratched or missing. Eric Gordon, chief paintings conservator at the Walters, worked on the painting again in 1986.
What I did was a lot of research, trying to find, for instance, how Hugo made a typical ear, because this was an area that was very weak. It was an area that had been overcleaned. I found that there were definitely some patterns that emerged. What I did was, rather than paint this ear in the definitive Hugo brushwork, I lightly suggested it so that there was some form. I basically just wanted the picture to speak for itself. Just working on Hugo van der Goes is an incredible thrill, not just because there are so few of them, but because the painting technique is so incredibly refined and precise. You don't see any brushwork. It's like working on a porcelain surface. It's such a treat.